Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, in the small village of Mvizo in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. His father was a chief of the Thembu people, but he died when Mandela was 9, and the boy was taken in by the regent of the Thembu, who raised him alongside his own children. Mandela was the first member of his family to attend school, where a teacher gave him the English name Nelson. He went on to study at the University of Fort Hare and the University of the Witwatersrand, where he earned a law degree and opened the first black law firm in South Africa with his partner Oliver Tambo. South Africa in the 1940s was a nation built on racial oppression. The apartheid system, formalized in 1948, classified every citizen by race and denied the black majority every fundamental right. Black South Africans could not vote, could not own land in most of the country, could not use the same buses, beaches, or hospitals as white people, and were forced to carry identity passes at all times. Mandela joined the African National Congress and helped transform it from a polite petitioning organization into a mass movement of resistance. He organized strikes, boycotts, and acts of civil disobedience, traveling the country in disguise and earning the nickname the Black Pimpernel. After the Sharpeville massacre in 1960, when police shot 69 unarmed black protesters, the government banned the ANC and drove it underground. Mandela concluded that nonviolent protest alone could not defeat a regime willing to murder its own citizens. He co-founded the armed wing of the ANC, Umkhonto we Sizwe, the Spear of the Nation, and traveled secretly to Algeria and Ethiopia for military training. He was arrested in 1962, tried for sabotage and conspiracy, and in 1964 was sentenced to life in prison. He was 46 years old. Mandela spent the next 27 years behind bars, 18 of them on Robben Island, a windswept rock in the Atlantic where political prisoners were forced to break limestone in a quarry under the blazing sun. The glare from the white stone damaged his eyes permanently. He was confined to a tiny cell with a straw mat for a bed and a bucket for a toilet. He was allowed one visitor and one letter every 6 months. The guards addressed him by his prison number, 46,664, not his name. They wanted to break him. He refused to break. Instead, Mandela transformed his imprisonment into a university. He studied, he mentored younger prisoners, and he earned the respect of even his guards through his dignity and refusal to hate. He turned down multiple offers of conditional release that required him to renounce armed struggle, saying that prisoners cannot enter into contracts. Only free men can negotiate. Outside the prison, the anti-apartheid movement grew into a global force. Governments imposed sanctions. Corporations divested. Musicians organized massive concerts. The name Mandela became a worldwide symbol of resistance to injustice. On February 11, 1990, after 27 years, Nelson Mandela walked out of prison a free man. He was 71 years old, his hair was white, and the world that had imprisoned him had changed beyond recognition. Rather than seeking revenge against those who had stolen nearly 3 decades of his life, Mandela chose reconciliation. He negotiated with the apartheid government, persuading both sides to step back from the brink of civil war. He shared the Nobel Peace Prize with President F. W. de Klerk in 1993, and in April 1994, in the first democratic election in South African history, Mandela was elected president with over 62% of the vote. As president, Mandela established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which allowed perpetrators of apartheid violence to confess their crimes in exchange for amnesty, prioritizing national healing over retribution. He wore the Springbok rugby jersey, a symbol of white South Africa, at the 1995 Rugby World Cup final, a gesture that stunned the nation and signaled that the new South Africa belonged to everyone. He served one term and voluntarily stepped down, a rarity among African leaders at the time. He died on December 5, 2013, at the age of 95. The man who entered prison as a young militant emerged as one of the greatest moral leaders in human history, proof that the human spirit, no matter how long it is caged, cannot be destroyed by those who seek to diminish it.